Hi everyone, and welcome to day 4 of our 5-day self-care challenge. Hope you can join me today. This week's going really fast. Let me know how you are. Let me know where you're coming in from, where you're watching. Hopefully we've got some people watching live with us. So just for a quick recap, Monday we looked at the power of gratitude and how that can affect and impact our life on a positive level. Tuesday we looked at breathing, deep breathing, and how beneficial that is to our overall physical and indeed our mental health and stress levels. Then Wednesday we looked at the decluttering and how that can affect us as well, and how it can improve our mental aspect when we live in a home, for example, that is free from clutter. So I'd love to hear your comments as to how you've got on with either the gratitude, the breathing, or indeed the decluttering, and love to hear how it's going for you. Maybe you're incorporating all those. So today, day 4 of the 5-day self-care challenge, we're going to look at goal setting, and there's a 5-step process to be able to set our goals successfully. So we sometimes might wonder why we set these goals generally in January, and it's all gung-ho. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, and I'm going to lose those extra pounds off the midriff, and I'm going to find the perfect relationship, and I'm going to find the perfect career, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and you have all these ideas, and then it actually says that 70% of gym memberships actually fall off by the end of February. So we have to ask ourselves, why is that? Why do we set these goals with all the good intentions, and they really do come from the heart, and we mean well, but something happens. They sometimes don't manifest, they don't come true. So we need to look at why that is. So there are 5 steps to actually setting any type of goal. And this can be in an area of your life. This is what I want you to think about today. What area of my life do I need to think about that's just not going quite so well? That might be in the area of health. Maybe you need to shed some extra pounds. Maybe you need to get more fit, be more active perhaps, or get some sort of health condition in check. Maybe it's to do with your finances, perhaps your job. Perhaps you're not happy in your job and your career. Perhaps it is work-life balance, that kind of thing, or something, an area in your relationships with your spouse, your family members, your loved ones, your children, whatever, some sort of relationship you have that needs working on, or some sort of spiritual aspect, or in general just self-improvement. So pick one area, and you can go through different things, but for today, just choose that you're going to choose one area of your life: health, relationships, finance, work, whatever that might be, and you're going to set a goal and work towards that. So I'm going to talk briefly, because we've only got a short session here, and we can't do all of the goal setting in one session as much as I'd like to. But there are 5 key areas to setting any goal, and they're called it's called SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. So the S stands for being specific. So for example, I often get clients come to me and saying, I want to be happy, and I want, and they speak in very general terms. Well, that's way too broad, and that's often why our goals are reached, because they're too general. So the goal has to be very specific. So I'm going to use weight control as an example here. So when you want to shed some extra pounds, and there's a reason why I'm using the word shed and not lose, you need to be specific. How much excess fat do you want to shed? So you need to be specific. I want to shed X number of pounds. Okay, so you need to be specific with your goal. Otherwise, it becomes airy-fairy and doesn't happen. If you just say, I want to lose weight, well, the way the manifesting and the affirmations work, and the way that goal setting works in our subconscious mind, it just doesn't happen unless you're very, very specific as to what you want. So the S stands for being very specific. M is for measurable. How am I going to measure whether it's been successful or not? So in terms of weight control, you can measure it by weighing yourself on the scales, although I would advise you don't become too obsessive with that. A better idea is how you actually fit in your clothes. Do your jeans feel a bit looser on you? Do you feel a bit more comfortable? So it has to be measurable. How are you going to measure that you have been successful in your goal? Then the A is achievable. Is the goal I'm setting actually achievable, or is it kind of way out of my reach? Do I have the tools necessary to do that, to reach this goal? And then or is for is it reachable? Is it a realistic goal? So for example, if I said I want to be the world's top sprinter by next year, well, that would be an unrealistic goal for me because I'm nowhere near that level of training or that level of fitness. So the goal has to be realistic. You know, if you say I want to lose 3 stone by next week, that's unrealistic. So the goal has to be realistic. You have to be able to reach that. And then T is you have to set a time frame. If you don't set a time frame on your goal, then it just goes on and on and on, the never land. Okay, so you must set a time frame for your goal. So for example, in terms of weight control, and I purposely don't use the word weight loss, because if we say I want to lose weight, the subconscious mind thinks, okay, she wants to lose that weight. When the weight's lost, I better find it again for her. And so you pile back on the pounds. So we call it, I like to use the word shedding excess fat, body fat, for example. So if you want to be specific, you might say something in terms of weight control. I want to shed 10 pounds, that's my number, 10 pounds of body fat. I am going to do this. It's going to be achievable because I am going to cut out all sugar in my diet. I'm going to eat, for example, 3 healthy meals a day. I'm only going to snack on nuts, vegetables, and healthy snacks. How am I going to make that happen? Well, I'm only going to put in my shopping cart when I go shopping healthy items. So if I don't have the junk in my shopping cart, then I don't take it home, and it's not in the house, I can't have it. So that's how it's achievable. Realistic, 10 pounds. What's the time frame? The time frame might be, say, 12 weeks. So is shedding 10 pounds of excess body fat realistic in 12 weeks? Yes, it can be realistic. Is it in line with what you want? You may have, say, a wedding to attend, and you've got a dress that you want to fit comfortably into again. So your goal is to shed excess number of pounds by doing the healthy eating, watching what you put in your shopping cart, drinking plenty of water, exercising. Maybe you're going to do some sort of exercise 5 days a week, and then the time frame is 12 weeks. And you're going to monitor that. Every week you're going to see how much you are shedding. So 10 pounds in 12 weeks. Is that achievable? Yes, it is. So that's an example, very broadly based, of course, on an example of how to shed excess body weight and be more in control of your weight, your ideal weight. And there are other aspects that we would add into that. So, what else was I going to say? I'd like you then, as your challenge today, to choose one area. It might be health, relationships, finance, spirituality, self-improvement, one area, or work, career, one aspect of your life that you want to set a goal. So when we use our SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic or reachable, and a time, SMART goals, we're more likely to have success in that area. So if you like the snippet of goal setting, I work with many different clients. Have worked with elite athletes, people who want to give up negative habits such as smoking, or a negative phobia they have, fear of flying, for example. All these kind of things can be worked with, or gaining more confidence, or shedding excess weight. So I work with clients for different areas of their life to help them achieve these goals. And I have various different tools and techniques that I incorporate. So if you like what you hear today on goal setting, go to my website, which is www.breatheflowbalance.com. Again, I'm Miriam Mills, life coach and stress management consultant, and we will see you tomorrow for day 5. I have a gift for you tomorrow for attending this 5-day challenge, and I hope to see you then. Okay, so remember, one goal, write it down, make it happen, make it happen. Leave me any comments, any questions. I will reply to you in person. Please comment below any questions that you may have. Thanks for joining me. Bye.